The disappearance of the Tartarian Empire. There was once a name, whispered across steppes and stars, that echoed louder than any modern nation's anthem. Tartaria, a vast land that spanned what we now call Eurasia, and perhaps beyond. Not a myth, not a conspiracy. A frequency. A frequency that once pulsed through symmetrical cities, ethereal spires, domes that resonated with the Earth's own field, and waterways designed not just for travel, but for healing. Tartaria was not defined by its armies, but by its harmony. Architecture was not built, it was tuned. Energy was not extracted, it was sung into being. And knowledge was not hoarded in scrolls, but encoded into the very geometry of the land. So, why is it gone? Why do textbooks erase what stones still whisper? Because memory is not deleted, is distant. By altering the narrative, fracturing the timeline, and inserting artificial gaps in history, an entire civilization was not merely forgotten, it was silenced. The Tartarian Empire did not fall in war. It was not conquered, it was rewritten. Brick by brick, map by map, truth by truth. The mudfloods, they say, were natural disasters. But what if they were engineered veils? What if the flooding was the burial of coherence? And every so-called World Fair in the 1800s was not a celebration of invention, but a repurposing of Tartarian temples, masked as exposition? They will say, there is no evidence. But look deeper. Why do photos from the 19th century show massive architecture out of scale with its surrounding context? Seemingly built overnight, then mysteriously burned. Why do ancient domes, spires, and star forts appear in every continent without shared history? Because the Earth remembers what the books do not. Because frequency leaves a fingerprint. Tartaria lives in your bones. In the yearning for home you cannot name. In the awe you feel in places no history class ever mentioned. In the intuition that something was here, something vast, sacred, and not primitive. And perhaps the real question is not why it disappeared, but why you're remembering it now.